Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm Liette, and I'm thrilled to share my passion of crafting with you. And today we're diving into a brand new project. These are really actually very cool to make. They're three-dimensional. You can be doing them on both sides. I guess they're called 3D stars. So here we go. The first thing that you want to do, the first thing that you're going to get is going to be a template that has both size stars on it. You're going to start with this that has the two stars on it. So what you want to do is you want to take this and photocopy it onto cardstock. You don't want to do paper because paper is too flimsy. You need something that has a little bit of weight to it. So white cardstock works great. So from this, like I said, photocopy two because you need two to create one star. So you'll get one big one and one small one. And once you have that printed out, what you want to do is you want to cut them out. So you're going to cut them out like this. One of the things that you need to notice too when you're cutting them out is on the bottoms, which is the straight edge. You see where we have all these little ticks? What you need to do is come in with your pencil. Where's my pencil? And actually mark it on the star on the bottom. This is the only one that you actually need to mark. And the same thing on this side is on the bottom because you will need these to help you score. The other ones don't need to be in. That's just to help you. You'll see once we get started what we need those for. So once you have these cut out, you're going to take your score pal. And this is why you need those little tick marks. So what you're going to do is you're going to, on the edge, on the very last line of your score pal, what you want to do is you want to line up the V to the one little marking that I just asked you to put on. And with your tool, you're going to score this. So basically what we're scoring is going to be creating all triangles. So the same thing here in the crook of the V and right down to your little marking. And then we're going to go from the crook here to this one. I'm going to go across. And now we need to start actually creating our triangles. So from the edge to the edge, triangle number one, edge to edge, triangle number two. And basically you're just going to keep going around and you're going to do this on the entire star. And by using your score pal, you get nice straight lines. So you can see now that all the lines are in. I did do a little bit of a little boob here. So if you fall off the groove in your thing, you can always take those out. But basically, you can see now that these all have triangles. So you want to repeat the same thing with your small star. So again, where I asked you to do your marking, you want to go from the crook of the one, line up your marking on the edge, and score. Same thing on this side, line up your marking and score across the center. And then create all your triangles. One more. There we go. So you basically want to repeat this another time because you need two to create each star. As you've seen in the beginning, the stars are double-sided. So you're going to repeat the same thing and you're going to have two of each. Once you have those done, What you want to do now is decide on your stamp. Now, you can come in, obviously these are small triangles, so you don't want your stamps to be too big. On the big star, I used a little bird. So I will come and I will stamp my little bird all the way around. So your middle triangle here, on both of these, this middle triangle is going to end up being cut out. So you don't want to stamp this one. Okay, so on the big one, I'm going to do a cute little, I have a cute little bird, a little cardinal. And I'm going to stamp all the way around. You can use any design that you have, any stamp that you have. So I'm basically doing 5 all the way around. And once I have those done, now I have to choose a design for the center. Again, keeping in mind that that one section is going to be cut out. On this one, I used a poinsettia. So I'm going to try and use my poinsettia that has the smallest leaf where it's going to fall, because it's obviously going to fall where the piece is going to be cut out. So I may have to come back in once I try to put it together and add a little petal to make my flower look complete. So depending on what you're putting in, I mean, I put a poinsettia. Not sure what you're going to choose to put in, but I'm going to see how there's a gap here. I'm going to choose that gap to be in the center. All the way around. And there we go. All right, so basically if you're going to do, you have to repeat this on your second piece so that you have it done on both sides. And then this little guy, I just did a little heart. I've pre-stamped it so you can see what I'm talking about. So I've just pre-stamped a little heart. And again, this is the piece that's going to end up being cut out. So from here, you need to color your design. On this one, because it gets very small, unless you have a bunch of small stamps, one of the things that you can also do is come in and just put in, like I did on my little guy, I just put in some branches with a permanent pen. You can come in and just do little branches. We can do a couple of longer ones. And you can do that all the way around. So the next step is going to be coloring in your design. So you can use coloring pencils, you can use markers, whatever you have or whatever you prefer to work with. In this case, I'm just going to do my little hearts with the red. Make it look a little bit Christmassy. This is a nice bright red. I quite like this red, which is why I know it's a skinny marker, but I just like this red color. So you're going to go around and you're going to color in your design. I should have some Christmas music playing while we're doing our coloring. And just keep going around and finish coloring your design. And remember, you're doing 2, so you have to do it on both sides. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. We are all colored in, and I got both of my sides done. I've done one of the sides from the little guy. Just wanted to show you that if you want to, you can come in with the coloring pencils and just kind of do some edging, just so that it doesn't look so white. The other thing that I did as well is I used a permanent marker, and I went in and put in a little bit of dots kind of all the way around my flower, just to make my flower kind of stand out a little bit, so it's not so just plain white. Anyways, we are now ready for the next step. And the next thing that we want to do is with your scissors. You'll notice here that I didn't kind of color in the section that's going to be cut out. So this middle triangle, you're going to go and you're going to cut that right out. One side, you're going to cut one side out. Sorry, you're not cutting it completely out. You're cutting one side out and you're folding the other side, because that's going to end up going, okay? So you want to do that on both sides. Come in and cut one section on your scored line and fold it in. So basically what we want to do now is go around and do on all of our scored line, do a little bit of a fold. It'll just make it easier for your star to kind of come together. And the same thing with your outside edge triangles. And you're cutting only one side of that center triangle of your design. So we're just going to come and we're going to just fold in all of our score lines. All right, now we're ready to put this together. So basically the piece that you just cut, we're going to be tucking underneath, and you're going to be gluing it. So I'm going to apply a little bit of glue on this triangle here. Let's do the same thing on this side. And you want to make sure it's glued right in. Tuck it underneath, line up your lines, and press those down. And repeat for your second side. So depending on your design that you ended up putting in the middle, you may have to adjust it a little bit. My poinsettia seems to have come out pretty good. All right, so once that's dry, what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be lining these two up, okay? But before we do that, we need to come in and with a little piece of ribbon. I'm going to cut a piece of ribbon about, I don't know, maybe 8 inches long. I'm going to put a little dab of glue. And glue your ribbon in it. That'll be for your hanger. There we go. And now what you're going to do is you're going to come in, you're going to put glue on all of your points so that we can join the two stars together. So you're coming in and you want to go all the way to your score line that goes across the bottom of all your triangles. Right to the point. And now we're going to just line up the back side. So you want to line up your points on all of them. Once you line one up, the other ones kind of have a tendency to fall into place. This one needs to be pulled down a little bit. And once you're glued, if you see that you're a little bit off, like I'm a little bit off on this side here, I can just come and trim this. Just a little bit of trimming on this side. And there we go. So you have your ornament, and it pops out on both sides, and you can just go ahead and repeat for your second one. This is the small one, and this is what your project ends up looking like. I hope you'd enjoyed our craft today, and I look forward to you joining in again next time. Have a great day.